Palawan. Palawan, officially the province of Palawan, is an archipelagic province of the Philippines that is located in the region of Mimaropa. It is the largest province in the country in terms of total area of jurisdiction. Geography. The province is composed of the long and narrow Palawan Island, plus a number of other smaller islands surrounding it, totaling roughly 1,780 islands and islets. The Calamianes group of islands to the northeast consists of Busuanga, Coro S in the Sulu Sea. The disputed Spratly Islands, located a few hundred kilometers to the west, are considered part of Palawan by the Philippines, and is locally called the Calayan group of islands. Palawan's almost 2,000 kilometers (1,200 miles) of irregular coastline is lined with rocky coves and sugar-white sandy beaches. It also harbors a vast stretch of virgin forests that carpet its chain of mountain ranges. The mountain heights average 3,500 feet (1,100 meters) in altitude, with the highest peak rising to 6,843 feet (2,086 meters) at Mount Mantalangan. The vast mountain areas are the source of valuable timber. The terrain is a mix of coastal plain, craggy foothills, valley deltas, and heavy forest interspersed with riverine arteries that serve as irrigation. The province has a total land area of 14,649.73 square kilometers, 5,656.29 square miles. When Puerto Princesa City is included for geographical purposes, its land area is 17,030.75 square kilometers, 6,575.61 square miles. The LN area is distributed to its mainland municipalities, comprising 12,239 square kilometers, 4,726 square miles, and the island municipalities, which altogether measure 2,657 square kilometers, 1,026 square miles. In terms of archipelagic internal waters, Palawan has the biggest marine resources that covers almost half of the Sulu Sea and a big chunk of the South China Sea that is within the municipal waters of Calayan Municipality, which was official annexed to the Philippine jurisdiction by virtue of Presidential Decree 1596 dated June 11, 1978. Climate. Primary tropical moist rainforest in central Palawan. The province has two types of climate. The first, which occurs in the northern and southern extremities and the entire western coast, has two distinct seasons, 6 months dry and 6 months wet. The other, which prevails in the eastern coast, has a short dry season of 1 to 3 months and no pronounced rainy period during the rest of the year. The southern part of the province is virtually free from tropical depressions, but northern Palawan experiences torrential rains during the months of July and August. Summer months serve as peak season for Palawan. Sea voyages are most favorable from March to early June when the seas are calm. The average maximum temperature is 31 degrees Celsius (88 degrees Fahrenheit) with little variation all year. 9. Administrative divisions. Palawan comprises 433 barangays in 23 municipalities and the capital city of Puerto Princesa. As an archipelago, Palawan has 13 mainland municipalities and 10 island towns. There are 3 congressional districts, namely, the 1st district comprising 5 northern mainland municipalities and 9 island towns, the 2nd district composed of 6 southern mainland towns and the island municipality of Balabac, and the 3rd district covering the capital city of Puerto Princesa and the town of Aborlan. 13 municipalities are considered as mainland municipalities, namely Aborlan, Nara, Quezon, Sovronio Española, Brooks Point, Rizal, and Bataraza, located south, San Vicente, Roxas, Dumaran, El Nido, and Taytay, found in the north. The remaining island municipalities are Busuanga, Coron, Linapacan and Culian, forming the Calamianes group of islands, Cuyo, Argutaya and MarkCecil, the Cuyo group of islands, Araceli, Cagayanchillo, Balabac and Calayan, Spratly Islands. The capital, Puerto Princesa, is a highly urbanized city that governs itself independently from the province, but it usually grouped with the province for statistical and geographic purposes. If approved in the May 2020 plebiscite, Palawan will be divided into 3 provinces. The three provinces are Palawan del Norte, includes El Nido, Taytay, Coron, Linapacan, Culian, and Busuanga. Palawan Oriental includes San Vicente, Roxas, Dumaran, Cuyo, Argutaya, MarkCecil, and Cagayanchillo, and Palawan del Sur includes Calayan, Aborlan, Nara, Sovronio Española, Brooks Point, Rizal, Quezon, Bataraza and Balabac. 34-35. Region. In 2001, the residents of Palawan voted in a plebiscite to reject inclusion into an expanded autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao. 42. On 17 May 2002, Executive Order No. 103 divided Region 4 into Region 4A Calabarzon and Region 4B Mimaropa, placing the province of Palawan into Mimaropa. 43. On 23 May 2005, Executive Order No. 429 directed that Palawan be transferred from Region 4B to Region 6. However, Palawenos criticized the move, citing a lack of consultation, with most residents in Puerto Princesa City and all municipalities but one preferring to stay with Region 4B. Consequently, Administrative Order No. 129 was issued on 19 August 2005 that the implementation of EO 429 be held in abeyance pending approval by the President of its implementation plan. The Philippine Commission on Elections reported the 2010 Philippine general election results for Palawan as a part of the Region 4B results. As of 30 June 2011, the abeyance was still in effect and Palawan remained a part of Mimaropa. 7. Demographics. The population of Palawan in the 2015 census was 849,469 people, 8, with a density of 58 inhabitants per square kilometre or 150 inhabitants per square mile. When Puerto Princesa is included for geographical purposes, the population is 1,104,585 people, with a density of 65 per square kilometers, 168 per square miles. Christianity. The Members Church of God International, popularly called Ang Dating Daan, establishes three church districts, namely Coron, Northern Palawan and Southern Palawan, which signifies strong membership in the province. Roman Catholicism. The predominant religion in Palawan is Roman Catholicism. In 2017, the Roman Catholic Apostolic Vicariate of Puerto Princesa had a 68.8% adherence, while the Roman Catholic Apostolic Vicariate of Taytay, Northern Palawan, had a 91.6% adherence. One of the religious orders that had a significant mission in the islands is the Order of Augustinian Recollects. The island of Palawan is divided into two apostolic vicariates, the Apostolic Vicariate of Puerto Princesa in Southern Pal Protestantism and other groups. Several Baptist and other Protestant denominations have a strong presence in Palawan, as do the Church of the Foursquare Gospel in the Philippines, and the Seventh-day Adventists. Charismatic groups such as Jesus is Lord (JIL), Jesus Touch Fellowship (JTF), and the Life Church, formerly known at the Life Renewal Center. Other Christian denominations including the indigenous Iglesia Ni Cristo has many local congregations in the province. The United Church of Christ in the Philippines or UCCP, the Jesus Miracle Crusade, the Pentecostal Missionary Church of Christ or PMCC, Fourth Watch, as well as the Iglesia Filipina Independiente, Philippine Independent Church or Aglipayan Church, which is standing as one diocese, the Diocese of Palawan. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has a growing membership in the island province. Jehovah's Witnesses have an active membership of 181,236 in the Philippines as of 2012. Special pioneers from the Witnesses have been preaching to prisoners at the Iwahig Prison and Penal Farm in Palawan, and were permitted to build a small kingdom hall right on the premises. 49. Islam. Further information, Islam in the Philippines. A small minority of Palawan residents identify as Muslims, these being mostly the Molbogs, who are concentrated in Balabac and Bataraza of the southern part of the island. As of 2015, Muslims were reported by the Routledge Handbook of Southeast Asian Democratization as forming an overwhelming majority in Palawan, Dubious, Discuss, as well as the Sulu archipelago. However, other sources had earlier reported a 50-50 split between Muslims and Christians, with Muslims concentrated mostly in the south of Palawan. Animism. Most of the ethnic minorities such as Batak and Tagbanwa are animists, many of which have continued to preserve their ancient traditions passed on by their ancestors and onto the next generations. However, Christian missionaries have interfered in some communities, to an extent where traditional ways have been obliterated by foreign and foreign-inspired religions. Other religions. There are Buddhists, mainly Vietnamese refugees, citation needed, who settled in Palawan, as well as some ethnic Chinese Buddhists. One notable Vietnamese Buddhist temple in Palawan is Chùa Van Phap Awan and the Apostolic Vicariate of Tay in northern Palawan. 48. Language. There are 52 languages and dialects in the province, with Tagalog being spoken by more than 50% of the people. Languages native to the islands are Cuyonon 26.27% and Palawano 4.0%. Kinaray is also present at 19%. Before mass immigration to Palawan by various groups of people from southern Tagalog, Ilocandia, and central Luzon, and Panay, Cuyonon was an established lingua franca amongst many of its native peoples, i.e. the Agutainan, Cagayanen, Tagbanwa, Palawan, and others. The usage of Cuyonon significantly dropped during the approach of the new millennium, being replaced by the now majority Tagalog. In the south of Palawan during the occupation of the Sulu Sultanate, Tausug was a lingua franca amongst the minority Islamphid ethnic groups, i.e. Molbog, Tausug, non-native, Muslim Palaran, and the migratory Sama. By the 19th century, Cuyonon had replaced Tausug as lingua franca. Economy. Palawan's economy is basically agricultural. The three major crops are palay, corn and coconut. Mineral resources include nickel, copper, manganese, and chromite. Logging is also a major industry. Palawan has one of the richest fishing grounds in the country. About 45% of Manila's supply of fish comes from here. Having natural gas reserves of approximately 30,000 trillion cubic feet, the province is the only oil-producing province in the country. In addition, tourism is also a thriving sector, having received 1.8 million tourists in 2018, a 21% year-over-year increase from 2017. Pearl diving used to be a significant economic activity for Palawan until the advent of plastics. Citation needed. The world's largest pearl, the 240 mm (9.4 in) diameter pearl of Lao Su, was found off Palawan in 1934. The economic and agricultural business growth of province is at 20% per annum. Coconut, sugar, rice, lumber, and livestock are produced here. The province is a melting pot of 87 different cultural groups and races. Influx of migrants from other parts of the Philippines, particularly from Muslim Mindanao, accounts for the high population growth rate of 3.98% annually. The native-born Palawenos still predominate the populace. 18% is composed of cultural minority groups such as the Tagbanwa, Palawano, Batak, and Molbog. To be continued. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and hit that notification bell for my next video. Thank you for watching.